Hello everyone, this is Chris and welcome to beta 1.16.210.57. And today we are continuing the trend on seeing brand new types of caves and cliffs features being implemented into Bedrock Edition betas. And in today's particular beta, we have all the things to do with copper. Yes, I will be discussing everything about copper, about where you could find it, about what you could do with it, and other things like that. So surprisingly, this is actually the beta with the very first new types of generation you could find inside the world, because what you will find now inside of caves is actually copper. Yeah, you can see copper veins sitting right here and over here, and I think this texture is a slight bit different than the one we saw in Java Edition. In Java Edition, I think it's just the orange tints everywhere. Now it's just sort of orange, but also a little rustic in sort of a theme with the copper. From what I could tell, it seems as though copper spawns at roughly the same amount as iron. So you're going to see quite an abundance of this, but for the crafting recipes and other things like that, that is a very, very welcome addition to see it spawn in so frequently. After you gather up your copper ore, then what you might want to do is you might want to throw it inside of a furnace or inside of a blast furnace. Get yourself copper ingots, and what you could do with these copper ingots is craft a few types of things. First off, the most obvious thing is the copper block, this new type of metallic thing, which I could see this being used in so many types of steampunk type builds and other things like that. But in case you're not too fond of this type of texture or this type of color, then no fear, no need to worry, because if you give it enough time, then what it will actually do is oxidate over time, turn into this sort of greenish, or I guess I can sort of compare it to the prismarine color. Can you see that? Like the same type of thing? Yeah, it'll slowly but surely oxidate into this sort of greenish cyan type color. But in case you wanted to stay in a particular type of oxidate stage, then there is a way to do that. All you have to do is get yourself a copper block, get yourself some honey wax, and then just craft it together, and then you will get the waxed copper block, and this will actually never oxidate. This will stay the same stage as it is, like forever. Like nothing will ever make it change, and it's basically the exact same texture as the normal copper block. You can't tell the difference. But in case you just want to keep it the same type of texture, then that's how you do it. There's also another variant called the cut copper block, which is, I'm not exactly sure how I feel about this, because you can see the textures, they just don't align right there. But in case you want a little bit more texture with this, then this is definitely the thing for it. And yeah, they also come in the stair variants. There are so many types of new types of blocks and other things like that inside this one beta for you to play around with. But that's not the only use it actually has. There's also another thing you could do with copper, and that is to create this thing, which is known as the lightning rod, which will basically bring forward lightning. And oh, there are phantoms here. That is a fantastic sign. But yeah, you'll basically have the ability to summon lightning in a particular spot, and it will draw it in one spot, just like that. Perfect timing, Mother Nature. But yeah, in case you want to like bring lightning to a particular spot, then this is definitely the way to do it. And also, there is another use for the lightning rod, in that it actually can detect redstone signals. I don't know if I'll be able to show it with you right now, but basically, it will eventually be able to, if it gets hit by lightning, it will eventually light up this one redstone line. Not exactly sure how useful that is, but I guess another redstone use is always a very welcome use. And yeah, for the most part, that's pretty much everything I found inside this beta. Everything to do with copper, I think, is inside this one beta. So yeah, again, builders, or I guess in some ways redstoners, are going to have a blast with these new types of blocks and these new types of possibilities with this block. But yeah, for now, that's pretty much all I have for you. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all later.